I wish I didn't have to report on this. Nearly $800 million worth of trades, accounts have just been liquidated. There's a lot of bad news. This is focused primarily around the cryptocurrency markets. Let me turn off some lights. Getting ready to shoot a new course on crypto taxes and taxes in general. But there's a lot of news coming out right now. A lot of people are losing a lot of money because they didn't see what was coming ahead of time. I'm going to dive into all this. I want to remind you that the stupid sale for Cyber Monday, all the sales, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the 90% off ends in a handful of hours. Links down below. The timer is on. If you want to learn more about crypto, this is about to be an amazing opportunity. Type 1 if you remember. For the last week or so, I've been begging for crypto to tank more. Been waiting for that. Hopefully you've been waiting with cash to buy more. It's an amazing opportunity, but we're going to talk about all kinds of issues happening right now as this yen carry trade that everyone cares so much about, but really it's more of an excuse for big holders in crypto to dump a little bit of their bags and be able to watch retail dump theirs, and then they buy it up. All right. So links down below to all those sales if you want to look at them. First story, Bitcoin drops below 84,000 now. It was 85,000 this morning, 84,000, now triggering 800 million in liquidations. It says Bitcoin fell 8% from recent highs near 91,000, wiping out 120 billion from its market cap and sparking over 800 million in liquidations, mostly from long positions betting on price gains. Ethereum dropped 11%, pulling the total market down 6%. I'm sorry, it's hard not to grin when this happens because I'm here to make money, and investors make money the day they invest because they've set their cost basis. You know, I'm already in tax mode here. Type 2 if you agree with that. Okay. Investors make money the day they buy the asset because they've set their cost basis, knowing that if they sell for more in the future, that's their cost basis or their profit. So Ethereum down 6% to 2.9 trillion, right? Took the whole market down 2.9 trillion. Amid thin liquidity and rapid selling, possible triggers include large Bitcoin outflows from exchanges like Coinbase and BitMEX, plus pressures from rising Japanese bond yields squeezing global risk assets. Bitcoin steadied around 84,500 by late Monday as fear gauges hit extreme levels, with traders watching the Bank of Japan's upcoming policy meeting. What happens if the BOJ does not raise interest rates? Ooh, things are going to correct. But if they do raise interest rates, things are going to get really interesting. The next, right here, strategy. MicroStrategy buys 130 Bitcoin amid the market dip and builds cash reserves. See, the big boys are buying while the little people are selling. I want you to think like a big person. Do you want to be big or small? Type it down below, big or small. I know what all the guys are going to say. Here we go. The company formerly MicroStrategy, now just strategy. We don't have small strategy. We just got strategy. Spent 11.7 million on the purchase, lifting total Bitcoin to their total Bitcoin to 650,000 BTC. Bought for $48.38 billion overall. They established a $1.44 billion cash reserve from stock sales to cover 21 months of dividends and debt interest. Executives like Michael Saylor highlighted the conservative leverage and long-term strength while adjusting 2025 guidance to reflect Bitcoin prices from 85,000 to 110,000. Supporters praised the prudence. Critics questioned the model amid shares falling below Bitcoin value. Yeah, where am I going to go with that? Most people don't understand how strategy is making money and boosting the Bitcoin price. But I will say, them buying during these dips and getting more aggressive is only going to make their position stronger as Bitcoin rises again. And that cycle is about to hit. Now, Tom Lee, one of the founders of Fundstrat, right? Predicts now Bitcoin all-time high by January of 2026. I'm just curious. Type yes or no if you think that Bitcoin's going to hit an all-time high in merely the next 4 weeks. Now, with the fear and greed index, it's such crazy lows right now. It'd be hard to believe, right? But for those of us that have been in Bitcoin since 2013, 2014, 2017, and even 2020, We can tell you with absolute certainty that that would not surprise us one bit. All right. Says again, it's hard to keep myself from grinning. In a Monday CNBC interview, Tom Lee today shared his view that Bitcoin could hit a fresh peak by the end of January. Oh, the end of January. He's calling for now the end. Oh, what? Dang it. Tom, are you backing off? It was by January. I think this is the screw up between AI right now. He's calling for it by January, which means January 1st. He says, depending on the stock market recovery and a dovish Federal Reserve, which I do see the Fed lowering rates this month, they want to give the people what they want, right? They want an interest rate decline. It's not going to affect mortgages. It's not going to affect any of the debts, credit card debt. Yes, it's not going to affect it. Just give them 25 basis points, make them happy. Right? He says Tom Lee links crypto's path to broader markets, with Fundstrat expecting the S&P 500 to reach 7,200 to 7,300 by year end, thanks to ending of quantitative tightening and proper rate cuts. Lee recently adjusted his 2025 forecast to above 100,000, offering optimism to traders at the 84,000 support level. Look, the point being is this. We're going to see massive volatility in 2026. We're going to see the end of the business cycle in 2027. But right now, we are positioned for the greatest gains in cryptocurrency because we have got a government that is getting ready to unleash the hounds. You see, Congress people, men and women, own cryptocurrency. Wealthy people own cryptocurrency. The president's family not only owns cryptocurrency, has their own meme coins and a huge exchange. So the one thing we all know is they all have a vested interest to see cryptocurrency prices much higher. So you're going to see this barrage of amazing news. Now, I'm going to say this again. President Trump, at any point, if you want to make crypto capital gains tax-free for 5 years like Thailand did, man, I should get on a plane and go to Thailand next month just to go tell them how, appreciative I am. And I could write it off because I own a media company. And I think all of you should own media companies too. Type 100 if you agree with that. I think everyone should be learning about crypto right now, how to buy it safely, store it safely, trade it safely, exchange it safely, all that crap. Links down below to all those courses if you want to learn it. And don't tell me it costs too much because I took 90% off. And thank heavens the sale ends soon because I don't want to sell them for so little. But it gives you an opportunity to learn something that your tax professional can't teach you, a financial planner can't teach you, all this, your school, your college won't teach you, all this stuff. I'm going to teach it to you because I've been through it. I've been here, done that. And I know that a lot of you guys know the difference of going at these investments. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give you advice, but I can teach you how to make money and teach you how to save money because of all the things I've been through. So if you want that, links down below. Have a great day. To all my students, if you can do me a favor and just type 101 because of Dalmatians. If you like the courses, you got something out of them, it's free advertising for me. Thank you so much for blessing me with your thoughts. But also the deal that I give you guys on the Crypto Tax Pro and this tax course that are coming out, the student discount is only going to be for an extremely short time. So please be watching your emails and make that decision, yes or no, quick. And then please don't email me later and say, oh, I missed the student discount, okay? Because my students always get the lowest price ever. And look at all my students. Thank you so much for typing 101. Nick, you have no idea, just the 101. I don't fake reviews and all that stuff. I want to put out the best educational content in the world and just produce millionaires. I just want 101 million millionaires. All right? That being said, thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja has got a tax course to film, so I got to go. Let's turn on these lights. Holy cow. Let's get some stuff going.